Hello, I'm Thomas Blake, and I'm here with.
Justin Hill.
Okay, and today we're going to ask the question: can you be considered the greatest of all time if you haven't played everybody?
Uh, can you be considered the greatest of all time if you haven't played everyone? I believe I'm kind of stuck between the two. Maybe yes, and then again no. Yes, because if you whatever sport you're playing, let's say you're a basketball player, golf, tennis, boxing, whatever you play, if you prove yourself time and time again, and you got that achievement and those accolades to people think that you're great and you got those accomplishments, then of course, if you're the GOAT, what people call it, then you're the GOAT. But then again, I say no, because if you're LeBron, if you haven't played Michael Jordan or the other greats, then you're probably great to the generation that sees you as great, but not to everyone else. But if that's what you think, then of course you're free to feel think or however you want to think. But I say no until you play those former athletes that are the greatest that came before you. And I say no. So I'm kind of stuck between the two on that question, but that's how I see it.
I mean, I can understand how you could be stuck between the two because, I mean, like, as the generations pass, I mean, records are broken. Records are made to be broken.
Right.
But, I mean, I've always felt as though, like, there's a reason these records are broken. The games change, which allows for more players change, athletes, the resources change, and it allows for more opportunities for people to score more points, move the ball more efficiently in terms of football. New defensive schemes are made to stop certain players, but I mean, like, there's always a debate that there's players that are generational that they can play in any era.
Just look at Michael Jordan. He was the greatest of all time in the previous generation, but now we got like the Steph Currys, the LeBrons, the Zion Williamsons. You know, that's the last name, Williams. Yeah. I was out. Hold a minute now. I was getting confused. But yeah, I mean, you're right. It's a generational thing. So maybe it might be. I guess Zion Wilson might be the next GOAT coming to this upcoming generation. Who knows? But yeah, I agree. It's like a generational thing. But if you consider yourself the GOAT and people consider you the GOAT now, then of course it's great. That's a great accomplishment. That's a great title. But I think if you haven't played like the former people that came before you, then no. Then again, yes. So I don't know.
Okay. This Michael Jordan, LeBron James debate. How do you feel about it?
I like both players equally. I mean, Michael, he did his thing back in the day. He was like the greatest ball player of all time. Then there's LeBron now. If I had to choose, I would still go with Michael because I'm not discrediting LeBron. He's a great player, and there's no denying that. But I don't think he will. It's going to take a while for him to reach the level of Michael Jordan. I feel like LeBron still has some more work to do in order to be at Michael Jordan's level, because I don't think nobody's coming close to Michael Jordan. That's my opinion. I don't think nobody will ever come close to Michael.
I mean,
how do you feel about it?
I feel like this. I mean, there are things that Jordan has done. What Jordan has done has already been done.
Yeah, right.
LeBron has done things that Jordan has never done. LeBron is probably the only player that has gone to 8 straight NBA Finals.
Right.
Probably the only player. Now, granted, people say that, I mean, he's only won 3 out of the 8, but that's still an accomplishment.
Right, it's an accomplishment because a lot of people don't go, so...
Yeah. But who's to say that in the next several years, as this Lakers team continues to build, that LeBron doesn't win another 3 championships? Then the argument with the 6 rings, that goes away.
Right. I don't know, because it's like a wild card with LeBron. it's like a wild card with him. I believe that there may be a ring in the future, like another ring. But then again, I don't know because I guess like the people he play with, they don't like try to support.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
get what you're saying.
So I don't know. I'm kind of unsure about that. You just have to wait and see with him.
Yeah.
You have to wait and see with LeBron.
I mean,
But he's a great player. There's no denying that. He's like a phenomenal player.
true. I mean, who's to say he even continues playing basketball? I mean, LeBron, in my view, seems like one of these type of athletes that at a certain point,
Mm-hmm.
they get to a certain age, and at a certain point, they start wanting to do something else. Kind of like
Right.
Michael did when he got to a certain point.
And one thing I commend about LeBron, like he opened up a school for like kids that was like going through some like he's actually like he's like a philanthropist.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing about him as well. He's like giving back to the community, as well as doing things for people. So that's a great thing too. So I don't know what I would see him doing if he like decided to give up on basketball. To be honest, I know he's coming up in the new Space Jam.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be, I believe, the theater's gonna be packed out when that comes in,
Mm-hmm.
just to see him after taking the role of Michael, and he's starting the sequel.
Speaking of that, I mean, would you say that he's patterned his career after Michael?
I can say somewhat. I believe somewhat. I believe, like going back to generations, I believe that some people are saying that LeBron is the MJ of this current generation due to his achievements and everything.
And his popularity.
Yeah, popularity. He's like one of the most popular basketball athletes. And like following the Space Jam movie, I believe it's probably gonna. Well, a lot of people saying it's not gonna be good, but I think it might be a great movie. Seeing him follow MJ's footsteps with the movie and the plot, maybe I don't know. We just have to wait and see because it's gonna be. I think it's like a while for it to come out, like 2021 or something like that. It's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have to see. But yeah, I believe he's like continuing in his footsteps really.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's a lot of similarities with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The New England Patriots. How do you feel about them as an organization?
The boys always win the Super Bowl. I think there are people try to discredit them because they win Super Bowls. I believe if you're playing, well, you know there's a lot of controversy regarding that as well.
Yeah.
But I believe if you're playing well and you're doing what you need to do in order to get to that level to go to the Super Bowl and win, why not? I mean, Tom Brady, he get a lot of backlash for winning all the rings, so Super Bowl rings. So, I mean, if you earned it, why not? How you feel about that?
I mean, I'm with you on that. I mean, if you earned it, why not? I mean, I understand that there's a lot of discrepancy for how they did it. I mean, like there's all these scandals, like Spygate, Deflategate, whatnot. But you can't deny the resume of success. I mean, it's been almost 2 decades of dominance with that organization.
Yeah, they're like one of the top ones. I guess when everyone does like a Super Bowl prediction, they always pick New England Patriots to be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
just because how many rings they like back to back. So yeah, I feel like they're a great football team, and who knows, they might go back again next year.
True.
So we just have to wait and see.
All right. Well, that's it for this hour. Tune in next time for Sports Talk with Thomas Blake
and Justin Hill. We out.